Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back. We have a beautiful day today. It is sunny, cool, low humidity. Rarely happens here in PA in the summer. You saw in the last video we got the truck ready to haul logs. That's what we're doing today. I was in here early at first light about 6 o'clock this morning to saw some logs, check the oil on the truck, pack a chainsaw, all that stuff. So we're ready to hit the road. So let's get after it. Message picture, so it's about a 45-minute ride. We're just going to go see what we got. The one thing I didn't mention in the last video when we were going over the truck and stuff, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the crane. I actually got that used from a tree service in New Jersey, mounted it all myself, and I'll tell you what, it's one of those pieces of equipment you didn't know you needed it until you have it. We have done so many different projects besides hauling logs with this thing. Everything from moving equipment, riding a tractor that got rolled over down a bank, we use it to retrieve that. Earlier this spring, I built a pavilion by our pond, and I actually built the roof on the ground. And then I used the crane to hoist it up and put it on the post to make the pavilion. Made my life so much easier than being up on the roof trying to build it. We've even hung pigs from this thing and butchered them. Sorry if you're a vegetarian, no offense, but I'm just saying there's a lot of different things you can do with it. So it's kind of a neat piece of equipment, and I just figured I'd share that while we're on the road here. The truck itself, I actually bought this 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. Came from out on Long Island. I had searched around online for a while, and I finally found something I liked and I thought would do the job for the right price. So my dad and I drove out there with my pickup and test drove the truck, liked it, made the deal. I was in doing the paperwork for the truck, and my dad was out in my pickup setting the GPSs, because this is before the time when your phone had turn-by-turn directions, at least before my phone had turn-by-turn directions. And so he was setting the GPSs up so we could go home. Didn't think anything about it. He took my pickup, I took this truck. We turned out of the dealer into heavy traffic, made it about 3 blocks, and he made it to a light. I didn't. He was gone on the highway. I was kind of on my own. And no big deal. I'm used to driving in traffic. I'm driving a truck you never drove before, but it wasn't the end of the world. I start going. Every exit the GPS wants me to take is a no truck road. Up in New York, it just seems like every other road is no trucks. So I pass the first one, GPS reconfigures, I think, oh boy. Pass the second one, reconfigures. Pass the third one, reconfigures. So I start thinking, well, I have no idea where I'm at. I'm trusting this GPS, but something seems weird here. There's got to be a better way to get home. So, like I said, it's heavy traffic, and I'm driving and driving and driving. Starting to get a little frustrated. There's really no exits for me to get off of. So I just keep trucking along, and eventually I just keep watching this GPS. The time just keeps adding on and on every time I pass an exit. So I pull over. At this point, my dad's like halfway home. Home hit him, and I start fooling around. Well, here what had happened. I'm not going to place blame on anybody, but one way or another, the GPS set to no toll roads. And in New York, they want trucks to pay their tolls. So any road that's a no toll road is not a truck road. So once I got that straightened out and reset the GPS, then I got home. But what should have been about a 3 to 4 hour trip turned into an 8-hour trip. I ended up block by block through Brooklyn. It wasn't a fun experience at all. But in the long run, the truck's been very good to me. I can't complain. It was a worthwhile investment, and I'm happy to have it. So I'll let you guys go. I'm going to turn on some music, enjoy the ride here, and I'll bring you back when we... Alright guys, we're here. We made it. I just talked to the landowner, and we made a deal. The logs are paid for. He doesn't mind us filming. So we're in a little bit of a tight situation here where I have to get these things. So I'm probably going to have to pick one and then reposition. So I'll try to get the best footage I can here as we get these things on. So stay tuned. So the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but I'm parked sideways on a hill here, and keep an eye on the back tire of the truck. Things get sketchy pretty quick, and that's when I knew this was going to be a little bit bigger project than I originally thought. Hey guys, I'm back. So our original plan of attack did not work. It was too steep a side hill to load on. So the landowner actually helped me drag these out into his yard here so we can load on a nice flat area. So we got them all drug out. I didn't record that. He didn't want to be recorded, so I respect that. So I'll set the camera up, we'll start loading, and here we go. right, we're loaded. I'm gonna get some straps on and get out of here. All right, so we're just leaving the property. We're loaded up, strapped down. We got everything on board. Like always, did not go exactly as planned. I would have liked to get more footage for you guys, but ended up we had to do a lot of reconfiguring. We had to drag all the logs out, and the landowner was great. Really nice guy. That's one of the nice things about this business. I get to meet a lot of nice people, but he didn't want to be on video, so I respect that. So that kind of limited what I could shoot. But the other thing you might have noticed, in the last video I mentioned I had to fix that wire for the rotator. I made it about 2 inches too short, and it kept popping apart at the connector. So that's something that'll have to be refixed, but that's typical too. So overall, it was a nice trip. We got a nice load of walnut on. Hitting the road now and just pulling out onto the road. It's a long driveway. So I'll bring you back when we get back to the mill. See ya. Alright guys, after a 50-minute drive and a stop for fuel, we're just pulling in at the mill here. I think everything's still behind us. I didn't see anything fall off. Just kidding. Everything is securely fastened. That's one thing I don't fool around with. You got a good load back there. So I'm gonna get parked here. We'll get this thing unloaded. Stand by. So there you have it. We're unloaded. They came off way faster than they went on with a little caterpillar muscle. That's usually the case. So not a bad bunch of logs here. Not the best, not the worst, but I've been having a hard time finding walnut, so I'm happy to have these. I don't often go out chasing after logs like that, but you know, to have a chance to get some walnut logs, it's worth the trip. And I figured you guys would enjoy the journey. So it is a beautiful Saturday afternoon now. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go home to the wife and kids, throw something on the grill, and have a nice afternoon. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.